Tonight, critical race theory. It is a debate dividing schools across the United States, and Republicans like former President Trump have been seizing on the issue in final campaign pitches.
One of the first things we must do is stand up for parents' rights and parental rights. We will get critical race theory out of our schools. Every parent in America must be empowered to opt out of forced indoctrination in the classroom.
One school district in California losing more than half its student teachers over this very issue. Wait till you hear this story from Natasha Chen out front.
There were 84 student teachers in the Placentia Yorba Linda Unified School District last year.
Go ahead, take notes.
This fall, there are 38. In late October, California State University Fullerton said it will pause the placement of new student teachers in this K-12 district, citing lack of clarity about teaching ethnic and cultural differences and the school board's April resolution banning critical race theory.
All those in favor?
Aye. What is it about critical race theory? Why do they feel the need to teach it?
Leandra Blades is one of 3 school board trustees who voted in favor of the ban.
We don't teach critical race theory through that type of lens.
The 2 board members who voted against it are up for re-election in just days and face fierce opposition from conservative candidates. The term critical race theory refers to a framework taught in colleges, stating that U.S. social institutions are laced with racism in their laws, regulations, and procedures, which lead to different outcomes by race. But CRT has become a shorthand for conservative complaints about the way social justice issues are presented in K-12 classrooms. Since January 2021, 42 states have tried to either ban critical race theory or limit how teachers can discuss racism and sexism, according to an Education Week analysis. 17 of those states have imposed these bans and restrictions, prompting contentious debate coast to coast.
If you want to speak about what could possibly be systemic racism, then that's fine, but don't say that it's factual that there is systemic racism in the United States.
The idea that systemic racism is not real shouldn't be up for debate. My little elementary school kids deserve to learn the truth about history, and that is not going to be on the table.
Both Blades and Brooke Harper say they moved to the district in part because of the good schools. PYLUSD high schools have been ranked among the top public high schools in America by U.S. News & World Report and other publications. The district has more than 24,000 students, 70% of whom are non-white.
I have friends who've been harassed in the parking lot after school board meetings. One of the crosstown games, a predominantly white school against a predominantly Latino school, and one of the signs that was made was, "Your dad is Mike Gardner."
The superintendent, Dr. Michael Matthews, told CNN in a statement that the process leading to the CRT ban was extremely contentious and divisive. He says his schools have and will continue to use state-adopted curriculum frameworks.
Understanding, empathy, compassion, and teaching that with a level of respect for groups of people. That's not critical race theory. That's teaching understanding, kindness, and respect.
Randy Sims was a student teacher aide from Fullerton 21 years ago before she started her teaching career. She says losing more than half the student teachers this year is detrimental. It's a real-world impact of the CRT ban, but Blades says the university's move is political.
I am Republican and I'm conservative. However, I don't want my Republican and my conservative values into the classroom. Just please teach our kids.
You don't feel like banning CRT is part of a Republican value?
Well, it could be, there's some Democrats who don't believe CRT should be in our school as well. We need to just remove all this noise. There's so much noise in these classrooms right now.
But Harper hears a different kind of noise. She says the opponents of CRT have created an atmosphere that makes her feel unwelcome.
I can't go anywhere. I don't have that as an option. So my last question is always, what is the end game?
In our interview with the school board member Leandra Blades, we talked about a lot more than just critical race theory. We discussed the issues of an ethnic studies course, about social emotional learning, and other social justice issues presented in the classroom. And behind all of that, for her, was the importance of the issue of parental rights. And we have seen that refrain from other conservative candidates across the country this political season, whether they're running for school board or they're running for a governor's seat. So it's all up and down the ballot that this is discussed, Erin.
All right, Natasha, thank you very much.